Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? So interesting. And it's interesting how sugar and those processed foods and white carbohydrate is so addicting. I mean, I was seeing research somewhere where this sugar is more addictive than cocaine. It's
I've
it's
heard that too.
it's really fascinating, isn't it?
And if you look at the way we're eating, right, sugar and refined flours, those things don't exist in nature. Yes, there are natural sugars in nature. Of course, there are in fruit and in honey. But honey's the sweetest thing available in nature. But refined sugar is sweeter than that. So we take the sugars from fruit or from sugar cane and we refine it and we get it into a syrup and then we turn it into a white crystal or a white powder. And then we add that to the foods that we're eating. And if you've ever looked at the back of the, whatever meal you're buying, there's sugar in everything, every jar, every packet, sometimes even in spice blends, even in fish coated in batter. There's sugar in everything. And the reason for that is the food manufacturers want us to find it super tasty. So it's not just sugar, but it's also things like flavor enhancers, these kinds of things. They want us to find it tastier than another brand. They want us to keep buying it. Of course they do. That's business. But in doing that, what they're doing is they're playing on our natural instincts for craving sugar, but in such an unhealthy way because the amount of sugar in these products is very unnatural. And of course, there's no fiber in these foods because they're creating these processed foods that have had all the natural fibers removed. You look at things like grain, whole grain contains fiber, but they're processing the grain into a white grain or a fine white powder, which has had all the fiber removed. And the gut doesn't know how to deal with that. So it's the way foods are being manufactured that causes the cravings. Now, so often somebody will come to me and will say, I'm addicted to sugar or I'm addicted to food. I've got a food addiction. And they feel like it's a character defect. It's not a character defect. The food is designed to make you feel addicted. How many people do you know who say, I'm addicted to broccoli, I'm addicted to apples? I hardly ever, maybe I never ever come across that. The things they're addicted to are man-made. That's the problem. It's not a character defect.